Nathan Zegura here at a joyous First Energy Stadium where the Cleveland Browns, with the eyes of the football world upon them, in prime time came in battered, shorthanded, but did what they had to do to get the W, to get the job done, 17-14 over the Denver Broncos. This game started exactly as you would want it to. The Browns usually defer when they win the coin toss. Today they said, we want the ball. We want to make a statement. And they marched right down the field. Jarvis Landry, in his return to action, had 4 passes on that opening drive go his way. He would catch all 4, but it was the beginning of what will be known as the D'Ernest Johnson show, because D'Ernest Johnson ripped off run after run on that opening drive, culminating in a touchdown for the Browns, and it would be 7-0. The Browns defense would come to play in this one. After forcing the Broncos to punt, the Browns would move down into field goal range. Chase McLaughlin, into a crazy wind, hit a bomb from 52, and it would be 10-0 Browns. The Browns defense would continue to be dominant in the first half. Ultimately, on the day, they would end with 2 sacks, 1.5 for Myles Garrett, a half for Jadeveon Clowney, and an interception. That came in the first half when Teddy Bridgewater tried to get deep, and John Johnson III, the big free agent acquisition from the Rams, recorded his first interception as a member of the Cleveland Browns. So we would go into the half with the score, Cleveland 10, Denver 0. The Broncos would come out and they would have a long drive to open the second half, and they would get a touchdown on a 3rd and 9. Bridgewater finding Melvin Gordon. He would get into the end zone, and all of a sudden, it was 10-7. The Browns would, though, extend their lead. They would get a touchdown on a long drive of their own. And this one, it featured a 4th down. Kevin Stefanski going for it near the Broncos goal line. They drop back to pass. Case Keenum couldn't find anybody. He took it upon himself to run. He got hit at about the 4, would have been short, and fought his way through down to the 1-yard line, where he fumbled into the end zone, recovered by the Browns. He was ruled down by contact at the 1. On the very next play, it was a play action pass to Johnny Stanton out of the backfield. Touchdown Browns, 17-7. The Broncos would go on a long drive of their own once again. They would score on a screen. Bridgewater, Javonte Williams, again, 3rd and 9. From the 9, they would get the touchdown. It would be 17-14 when the Browns would take over with 5 minutes and 17 seconds on the clock, and the Denver Broncos having all 3 timeouts. The Browns would not give the ball back to the Denver Broncos. On the back of D'Ernest Johnson. I hate to say it, but he was the D'Ernest Johnson Express. A chugga, 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 a chugga, chugga, chugga. They would feed him over and over and over, and it did not matter. The Broncos knew what was coming, and D'Ernest said no. He had the will. He had the desire. This was his first career start. He was so excited, but his teammates, his coaches, they were excited too, because they knew what D'Ernest could do. And the Browns would go 10 plays, 61 yards. They would finish the game out. All 5 minutes and 17 seconds off the clock, ending in victory formation on a critical 3rd down. They gave it to D'Ernest. He picked it up again, and it was good night, Irene. He would finish with 22 carries, 146 yards, and a touchdown in his first ever start. He was like Nick Chubb. He was like Kareem Hunt. No, he was D'Ernest Johnson, and he got it done. 2 catches for 22 yards. As I told you, it was a team effort. Case Keenum starting at quarterback, efficient, 21 of 33, 199 yards and the touchdown. Picked up that critical 4th down. The defense, they did what they needed to do. They were excellent on 3rd down in this game. They generated a takeaway. The offense, no turnovers, a clean sheet, and the Browns got what they needed to do on a short week. Wiped the taste of what happened against the Cardinals out of their mouth. They get the win, 4-3, and now they have the 10 days to prepare to take on the Pittsburgh Steelers right back here at First Energy Stadium. If you saw my eyes, that's following Case Keenum, the quarterback who came in and got it done. But things are good right now for the Cleveland Browns. You needed a W, you got it. And this next man up mentality that Kevin Stefanski preaches about, that he talks about all the time, that permeates this locker room and this organization, it was on full display. Your heroes tonight, Case Keenum, D'Ernest Johnson, Johnny Stanton, and you, the Browns fans, because you guys brought it here. It was loud. It was a phenomenal environment. The Browns now 4-3. They'll get some time to get back to work, as I said, and take on their division rival, the Pittsburgh Steelers. We will have a Victory Friday edition of Cleveland Browns Daily. Myself, Bo Bishop, the Hoff, Joe Thomas, for all 2 hours breaking it down. So be sure to tune into that. And as always, keep it tuned to ClevelandBrowns.com and the Browns mobile app for the latest on your Browns, your 4-3 Browns, after the big win win on Thursday night.